Hey, Spuddies! Potato McWhiskey here, and welcome to Civilization 6. Today we're continuing our playthrough as Tokugawa of Japan, and things are going really nicely. We've got the city of mines, we've got so much going for us. Now, things went a little bit kooky, right? We got invaded by Hungary, they're running around, they pillaged all our trade routes. That hurt. It's not the end of the world. Our build is a little slow. It's a little slow. We're catching back up, right? Unfortunately, the upward curve that we had, like the inevitable march towards victory, it got a little bit, our curve was crushed, okay? It was stepped on. It's still good. It's just a little bit, it's a little bit tarnished. It's a little bit hurt. Its ego is bruised. It's not the end of the world. Oh, we probably should actually take the time to build this zoo, because that is a ton of amenities. That's 8 amenities across our entire empire, which is like having 2 extra luxury resources. So the vampire managed to kill one of my units. That's not the end of the world. The vampire is really annoying. I will say this. I don't know where it's getting all its combat strength from, because it's like, what is it? It's 82 base combat strength, which is a little scary. All right, we got Adam Smith. I don't think we care for the governor title. Let's go ahead and turn him into an industry. Which industry would we like? Ooh, I should have put a coffee. I didn't realize I had coffee in my Dude, I messed up. Where did I put that coffee industry? I can't believe I put it over here. 20% culture. I have made so many mistakes this game. I don't believe it. Well, we may as well get that coffee industry up. Listen, there's no defending that. there's no defending it. What are we researching right now? We need industrial. I need to get ballistics. I need to get field cannons. It's one of those things where I need field cannons to be able to kill the vampire, because I need to be able to shoot. Oh, I didn't mean to send that traitor. I forgot that they just get pillaged immediately the second they step out. Well, fiddlesticks. Fiddly sticks. Can't quite kill that field cannon, so we'll wait a turn. I think I can kill him next turn. Very first national park coming up. Look at that. +4 era score and a very juicy thing here. Plus this gives me 4 amenities, a little bit of culture, right? A little bit of tourism, which is kind of how we want to play Japan in the mid to late game. Yeah, they just ran around pillaging all my trade routes. I'm down to 6. That feels genuinely really bad. I also let my galleys get killed. So this guy instantly builds a lighthouse and shipyard. I guess we could teleport you over to the city of Sendai. Let's start buying traders. I suppose it's okay to buy traders on this far eastern side of my continent. Right, we'll go ahead and build a corporation. God, if that was in my capital, a 40% culture yield would have been amazing here. I can't believe I messed that up so bad. I mean, it's not bad here, but it would have been better elsewhere. I need to start replenishing my trade routes. So, we're going to have to go through our whole build here and find out. Yeah, vampire one-shots us, sadly. One thing about this, though, is if I put a national park here, I cover up that coffee. So maybe I won't do that, because I definitely would... Well, I suppose it's going to be really hard to get a monopoly of coffee because this continent is so big. There's 15 coffee, and I think you need to have over 50% to get the bonus. But things like sugar, things like honey, those should be much more viable. I also need to kill the city of Tata. I need to kill all this whole continent up here to the north needs to be mine. And to that end, I should really think about settling. I need to build walls, dude. My empire, there's just too many demands on my empire right now. I need to be building settlers, and I need to kill Germany. I need to kill... Oh, fuck, I just set this trade route again because I was talking. So this is the downside of autopilot speech. You will absolutely make mistakes in gameplay as you're talking about concepts and playing automatically. Another trader died. God, he has made so much money running around pillaging me. It's genuinely a bit upsetting. He's got Hussar armies running around inside my capital. We'll make it work. Let's take mobilization so we can combine our units together. God, I'm not going to be able to build walls. I'm not going to get to build walls. I need to build walls for tourism and I won't be able to do it. We will just have to roll with the punches and make do with the situation we are in. We made our bed, now we need to lie in it. We need to accept our fate. So they're trying to come from the city of Hamburg. If I wait just 5 turns, I can peace out Hungary and actually make progress here. No matter how annoying that is. Oh my God, his cavalry moves so fast. What the hell? They just teleported across my empire. This Hussar was here. It just went... Whoo. Hungary will take peace. Okay, we take peace with Hungary and now we can rebuild our empire. Which means we should be able to kill this. Perfect. And now we can pressure Ashen again. And now we can start trading with Tokyo again. So I need to go through all my cities and figure out which cities had their traders killed. Hint, it was a lot of them. Genuinely infuriating what happened there. But look, all of his units are trapped inside my borders. Get wrecked. Now we can start to build the amphitheater for nice boosts to culture. Five culture per amphitheater that I build, right? Plus 5 culture, plus 1 citizen slot. We can start to build up our culture again. We'll need to do a little bit of groundwork on army, but we're not ready to build an army. Musketman was bombarded for 65 damage. Jesus. Fukushima needs its trader back. We're recovering. We're in recovery mode. We just need to not be at war anymore. We need to build some units and then clean up our government. We need to build settlers too. Sorry, when does retainers? Retainers goes obsolete soon, so I probably don't need to build any more units. I'll let the units that are currently under construction finish, but then I'm going to work on other stuff. God, that was infuriating, that whole sequence there. But we've stabilized. Oh, I waited a turn too long. Aachen rebuilt its walls. Okay. I was going to go, yes, like last turn, but I waited a turn so I could bring this bombard up. It's all right. I really just feel like the game does not want me to succeed right now. But hey, listen, man, you got to roll with the punches. That's Civ, dude. I do feel that like a little bit of frustration, though. You know, Civ is such a fun game, but it can also be such a frustrating experience when things don't go the way you want them to. Because there's like a very clear pathway. You know, the frustrating thing is I can see how things go right, you know? And when things go wrong, I'm like, well, I see all of the ways in which my gameplay has been like screwed, because it's like I can see the future, right? I know for a fact that what should have been like a 230 turn game, now it's going to be like a 300 turn game, you know? And that's, you know, that's the price you pay not to optimize every single move. It's the price you pay to kind of have a little bit more of a casual approach to the game, which I do. I have a nice, chill, laid back approach to the game, and that's something that I think, you know, I just have to, I can't trade it away. Okay, so I think I'm going to try to squeak out walls in every city that I can over the next couple of turns. I need to start prioritizing like I was talking about. So medieval walls are going up. Next turn, we'll do some reconfiguring. We're back up to 10 trade routes on the board. 10 kills on the board right now. Tomato Town is a massacre. But we're getting back up to where we need to be. We're about to invade Aachen again. We did just get Kilwa, so now we're way above our culture per turn where we were. That was an extra 40 culture per turn, 15% across my empire, feeling good. I do have a little bit of an amenity problem, but the problem is nobody has luxuries. No, they do. Bought some luxuries, hopefully that'll help. Another big problem I have is I haven't found any city-states. If I had just been allowed to Sim City, man, this would have been such a game. I would have been a gamer. But instead, I'm a sad man. I got screwed. All right, we're going to take out Grand Army, and we're going to go ahead and plug in, where is the card Limes? There it is. We're going to plug in Limes. I don't need to change anything here. Town charter is technically well better than naval infrastructure. Actually, this gives me production as well, so I don't need to change that. Don't need to change oligarchic legacy, although it would be nice if I could plug in like merchant confederation. I should definitely plug in charismatic leader. We'll confirm our policy. Then we're going to go through every single city in my empire and make sure they're building walls, because the double production towards wall card is about to go away. And every wall that I can build will give me +1 tourism per turn, which is a nice start to my tourism engine, which I feel like it's kind of an appropriate way to play this Civ. It's a different style of tourism, but I think I can make it work this game if I can get control of this continent. Research Alliance, that's fine. The less people that can declare war on me, the better. That's just kind of like my philosophy in life. Nice, we won the emergency. That's +4 era score. We are going to be heading into a golden age, and it's the perfect time for a golden age too. So we'll be able to blast the city next turn. It should take like pretty significant damage. It won't be like game breaking, but it'll be significant. Now we need to rush to flight so we can start getting +1 tourism from every district we have, as well as potentially doing some seaside resorts. There's a few like seaside resorty type tiles here. And in fact, I'm going to go through my coastline and start preemptively placing the structure I want for my seaside resort build, because I want basically my entire coastline to be filled with seaside resorts where possible. Honestly, I feel like they should just allow seaside resorts to be on hills, dude. It's so infuriating that they can't go on hills. Yeah, I had a feeling this culture alliance would backfire, and he did settle Halab. So we should start to see our tourism advance to a strong trickle. God, why is he doing so much damage? Did he get machine guns or something? I'm hoping that this pike and shot is a more attractive target than the bombards and defensive terrain. We'll see. All right, trade route. Your trade route is fine. Your trade route is not fine. New trader here. You have a trade route. Finally back up to a healthy 12 trade routes. Mobilization is complete. 1, 2, eat 'em. We got a bombard army here, so you should be ready to level soon. Nope, never mind. Begin the research in mass media, because that gets us to ideology. I might try to delay ideology so I can get these Renaissance walls out. They're that important to my game plan. It's six tourism per city, and when you have this many cities, I think it's worth it to build them twice as fast as you normally would. The other big problem I'm having is I'm just not committing to the war. I'm being really lazy about invading. If I was willing to actually lose units and time and off my sim, I could have beat this war pretty easily, but it's not a sacrifice I was willing to make in the current state of the game. I have 15 envoys. Why the hell do I have 15 envoys? I'm not going to question it. I have a lot of envoys. I'll take control of Taruga, sure. Plus 5% science in each city for strategic resources improved. Not bad. My capital just got wrecked because I didn't finish my dam. Bloody hell, man. Right, Renaissance walls, then dam. This is the problem when your tempo gets shreked. Is so many like little things start to build up on you that make it hard for you to recover. All right, so I want you to attack this guy, and then I want you to attack this guy. Steal that settler. That's an amazing play, actually, for me. Buy ourselves a second naturalist. I want him to go here. I'll have to retool this land. His builders are kind of hard, like finding time to make builders even is hard for me right now. Finding time to get my spies up. But yes, the war in Aachen is not my priority. This is just like a distraction for me to use my troops with, and maybe I'll get some value out of it. Like, that's kind of where I'm at with it. And to be fair, it did kind of pay off because I got a settler out of it. Tourism's up to 61 per turn. That's a good baseline to start building off of. We have access to industrialization. More importantly, it's things like coal, mines, and coal power plant, and electronics factories. Electronics factories are really good. Japan is just really good at making culture, it seems. We also have mass media. That's less important. What I will be doing, though, is I'll be researching capitalism to delay ideology. I'd like to get neighborhoods down in my cities. There's just so many things I need to build. So many things. So this is international trade. This is settling. I will be settling a foreign continent this era. So perhaps we take Hicks on Trichones here. Come in here, delete public work, stop making builders for a short period of time, and instead get to work on making some settlers. Do a wave of settling over here. I like the idea of a wave of settlers. That feels good to me. We could trade internationally with Tokyo. But honestly, we get almost as much gold trading internally, so I'd just be more interested in growing my capital. So any spare trade routes now go from my capital to other cities. I'll take the Nobel Prize in Physics. Did the literature finish? Wow, really? I was like nearly last. Lady 6 guy is going crazy. Oh, man. Oh, now I see it. Yep, this is going to be a turn 300 game. Incredibly frustrating. Well, I'm locked in for it now. I see the problem is I was playing really casually, and then the AI did a couple of things that like have kind of torpedoed me. So how do I explain this? Basically, the AI has a huge amount of culture per turn. Theoretically, I should be at like 600 culture per turn, but because of the war with Germany really early, and then the war with Hungary that killed all my trade routes, which diverted a lot of my production, that put me, that like super put me behind. So it's going to be a long game. Buckle up, boys. Make coal power plants cheaper. I don't care who gets the diplomatic victory points, but I would like it to be me, and it would be nice if great engineers were doubled. Great admirals banned, nuclear power plants banned. I get diplomatic victory points. Perfect. A Nobel Prize in Physics is passed. These bombards are healing up, getting ready to join the fray. Alrighty, boys, we are in it to win it. Alright, keep repairing, keep trading internally for food. Things are going well, I think. Things are going real well. This pike and shot is doing an amazing job tanking for me. It means I'm slowly chipping down Aachen, which again, the goal here is, like, I could very easily conquer this city later on in the game, but the goal with this war is to try to get value without having to invest in anything but my economy. So, I mean, mission accomplished as far as I'm concerned. Let's tank a shot with this musketman, and then we can retreat the pike and shot the turn after, and then this musketman can rejoin the fray. We'll settle this city. Boom, Okayama. Problem is we really need a builder in here, but the builders are getting like prohibitively expensive for me to purchase them. What we really need also is a trader in here. I have a trader in the capital. Let's teleport it to Okayama. Taking a look at Nagoya, I did build the zoo, which is perfect. Go ahead and get those Renaissance walls for me. I got the commercial hub in Kyoto. Renaissance walls, granary market. Perfect. That'll be the build. Oh, I should place another district in here. Should be getting those districts down. Theater Square. Boom. Place it. Nice. Osaka has its market. It's working a bunch of unimproved tiles, but that's not particularly important. We're not making builders right now. We're making settlers. To that end, go ahead and make me, oh my god, I can't find it. Where's the scout unit? Yeah, make me like 2 skirmishers so I can go explore this continent to my left and maybe get some cities there. Right, there's capitalism. We can now build shopping malls. I'll have to start placing neighborhoods as well soon. Playing slightly suboptimally the fact that I haven't placed them. Aachen is now half health. We're bringing new units back. I don't like that line infantry coming. You trade with Tokyo. Very nice. I don't think I can delay ideology any further now. That's the most I can delay it in a reasonable fashion. I really need this line infantry to not be inside the city. I'm trying to place my neighborhoods adjacent to like districts so that I benefit from the increased adjacency. All right, this is a big step forward. One of my bombards has +1 range now, which should mean I should be able to blast down this city step by step. Dude, whatever, I genuinely think they fixed the AI. The AI is terrifying because they're now building things other than science districts. And they've been performing a lot better in my last 2 games that I've played. It's a little spooky. Now we have flight, so we should be getting a tiny trickle of tourism from every single district in our empire. It's not much, but it is a decent trickle. And a trickle will become a flood as we start to get things like seaside resorts out. Right, so there is ideology. Did that not obsolete limes? It is supposed to obsolete limes. Yeah, limes is now obsolete. Triangle of trade, this is fine. Economic union now becomes a really highly valuable card. Sorry, no, I was thinking of the card that, yeah, okay, my government screen's like a little bit buggy right now. Yeah, but we want economic union. Wait, can I plug in both? Wait a minute. Hold the moment. What? You gotta be kidding me. That's not working, right? What? My card didn't go obsolete. I have both economic union and naval infrastructure plugged in. What the hell? I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain. It's fine. Hungary, what are you doing? Stop settling up here. God fucking damn it. Dude, I am done. Me and Hungary aren't friends anymore. I'm getting my aerodrome. Right, so we got the Gilded Vault in Aomori. We have a harbour, we have a commercial hub. So we've got like good, strong stuff going here. We definitely want to get those Renaissance walls finished. And we would like to get a couple of districts placed. For sure, we want to get a neighbourhood down. So I guess right there, that's good enough for a neighbourhood. We'll get down to Theatre Square. I need to figure out how to get more appeal here. That'll be builders. Just finding time to make builders is going to be a tough call. We can get the electronics factory and the coal power plant. That'll be good. In fact, I might just go ahead and buy the electronics factory because it's worth so much production, and the coal power plant because it gives me a use for my coal. And that should, in theory, power a whole bunch of these cities. But more importantly, it means that the electronics factory is giving +8 production to every city in the area. And 8 production is not a small amount of production. Actually, do you know what? Am I even going to bother going for a tourism victory here? Honestly, at this point, and this is something I've never really done in my game before. I've never pivoted to a different victory type before. But what if I just went fascism? What if I just went fascism and went total war and killed the world? Because I'm seeing the road ahead of me, and it's long, and it's arduous, and it's painful. But the road to domination is like pretty straightforward. I am kind of set up for a tourism game. What if we just dip the toe into a little bit of fascism, conquer these 2 continents, and then reassess? Let's dip the toe. We're going to dip the toe. We're just dipping. We're dipping in. We might dip back out. I'm going to go ahead and step 1 more tile this way because I like the idea of making like a little canal here. Nice. We consuming coal to generate power for our cities. That's Aeroscore. We also have access to steam power. Don't know if I'm going to bother. Okay, so now my cards were deleted. All right, fair enough. I guess something just finicky going on there. We could plug in a military research. That's a significant amount of science. If we're going to build units, what's the units we're going to build? Well, I think we get flight. Yeah, I think we dip in for oil because the amount of oil that we find is going to be completely dictating how aggressive we can be. But for now, we'll stay inside the zone where we make things. I'm going to drop Oligarchic Legacy. It's a good card, but it's just I don't know why I still had it plugged in. We're going to take Public Works. We'll plug in Gunboat Diplomacy for +4 influence. We should be up to about 20 influence per turn now. 21 influence points per turn. That's insane. And yes, I recognize that the game has slowed down to a crawl, but that should change. I'm going to eat Ayutthaya with the Great Merchant because I would rather have the city than the city-state, I think. It depends. If there's any luxuries in range, maybe I'll eat it. Right, my first settlement on Valbara is Otsu. Maybe I should have gone. I made there's so many things that went wrong for me this game because I had just like a really I wanted to try to do everything, and in doing so I failed at everything. And it's kind of odd actually. I haven't floundered in a game in a long time, but I think you need an occasional floundering game like this because it's like, oh right, I haven't played with secret societies in a long time. Now I remember why you did this thing. I remember why you link this up to this. My people settle where they please. Nzinga Mabande. That's her name. I almost forgot her name there for a second. Aachen will fall. Cute little trick, by the way, is you shoot a city like this, and then you pull the unit back like this. Just going to stay fortified in the range of the city so this unit can still bombard, because now it can do it from range when it levels up. Actually, maybe I should use Stamford Raffles to make a industry better. Yeah, now that I thought about that, that's actually the thing I'm going to do. Go make an industry for me. So we have access to fascism now. Let's switch to totalitarianism. 25% less war weariness than usual. Martial law for sure. I'm going to rip out my government completely here so we can rebuild it. So 2 of the really important things that we need to get is propaganda and martial law. This basically eliminates war weariness because we've got 15% from here and then another 50%. So that's a 65% reduction in war weariness. We need to be able to produce encampments and units. So I'll plug in veterancy. We have so much gold, we don't need levy en masse. Now, key things that we need for war is the sustenance of gold. So make as much gold as possible. Then buys are also important for war. Monarchic Legacy is like super good here for Diplo favor. We also want to be able to produce units faster. Where is that one? Lightning Warfare. So infantry and cavalry are produced faster. And then for the final card, a little bit of amenities can't go wrong. 13 amenities, that's pretty decent. So Shizuoka, your job is now to produce units that'll be turned into tanks. Let's get to work researching Cold War. There's a few good cards in here, like naval production, rock bands, extra spies. I'm committing to war this time. I'm not half-assing it. I'm committing. Sorry, how were you able to shoot 3 times there? Oh, your line infantry did damage. I see. Let's get our knight over to the front line and turn it into a cuirassier. You got your granary. Very good. Go ahead and get the gilded vault. You got your Renaissance walls in here. Very good. Spam cuirassiers. Maybe it would be good if I went around every single city and built a cuirassier in it. You know what? This is just better. I think I need to... I think it's finally time that I change the way that I play the game. I had a very particular way that I played the game for a very long time where I never did stuff like this, where I just go through my entire empire and change what everything is building to support my current goal. And I think this is honestly how I should be playing the game. And I've avoided doing it because it's a lot of like optimization stuff. But now that I'm doing it, like I'm going to have a cavalry army printed like in no time. Like look at all these chariots that are fitting. I can't possibly produce enough iron to change all those. I'm just stubborn. I'm stubborn and unwilling to learn. That was the problem. The whole time. Okay, mission success. Blast the city. We finally take another walls in Aachen, which means you're only getting shot once per turn, which is a big upgrade. Already got a chariot army at this turn. By doing that, I already have a chariot army. Like, I mean, come on. I should have been doing it a long time ago. Even cities that can't... Yeah, God, okay. I see the light now. I guess this is going to be some foreshadowing for 2023. 2023 is the year that I stop kind of faffing about and only being like okay at Civ. It'll probably be the year where I start actually like trying to improve as a player instead of just enjoying the game and figuring it out on my own. So I'll have to start now drawing inspiration from how other people play the game, because I'm generally self-taught when it comes to games. I don't like to like I occasionally I like to watch YouTube videos and learn from other people's guides and stuff, but generally I like to figure out games on my own. Unfortunately, I can see now that if I really want to take my gameplay and my content to the next level, I'm going to have to change a couple things around. I mean, the content isn't going to change that much. Like I'm still like a lot of these like grunt actions. We're just, you know, we're churning through them. But certain things will be different. Like we already have like a massive heavy chariot army to be turned into tanks. Like already. It's here. Took us no time at all, which is genuinely absurd. Now let's do the same thing for bombards. Unfortunately, trebuchets are like a little bit more expensive, and you don't get a production boost towards them. But even so, we should be able to get a good round of trebuchets out before things start to crumble on us. Yeah, I could just see now that the way I used to play the game is inefficient, and that I should totally convert over to this style of like completely committing in a direction rather than kind of like, you know, floating around and faffing about. It's just not as satisfying as fun a way for me to play on like a personal level. But I will do it if the game calls for it. This game calls for it. So I've got a lot of gold in the bank to be able to buy builders to get my oil up. I've got a lot of gold in the bank to be able to turn these heavy chariots into tanks when the time comes. God, look how fast I had like 3 armies of chariots that I can upgrade into tanks. Sorry, 5 armies of chariots. It's absurd. Are you telling me I didn't find a single copy of oil in my empire? Shut the front door. Bro, what? There's no oil in my empire. There's no oil in my empire. There is no oil. I'm going to have to settle for oil. Well, I'm glad I found that out now and not later. This game is conspiring against me. I swear to God, there's no way. There's no way. No oil? None? Like none oil. None. Not even one oil. Like one oil. We're talking no oil. Okay, that's insanity to me. All right, I have a ton of Diplo favor I can sell off actually as well. All right, making good cash. That's another optimization I failed to do, was like use my memes effectively, my resources to sell to the AI. One issue that I've identified is Lady Six Guy has a full monopoly on cotton, which is like boosting her tourism to like an insane degree. So we need to get on that and deal with that. Right, we have access to the Cold War. Not that matters. Aachen is about to fall. Aachen? I don't remember how to say it. Let's grab professional sports. We definitely want a stadium. We would kind of like Estadio de Americana. I mean, 2 amenities in every city in your empire. That seems pretty good. All right, the first trebuchets and the last chariots are rolling out of the production lines. All right, Cuirassier, time has come. We have taken Aachen. That is most of Germany's yields taken, and now it should be fairly easy for us to take over the rest of this continent, kick Hungary off this continent. I might raise these cities and resettle them. We also need to like settle down here and grab like a few little bits. What continent is this even? Falabra. I want this oil right here, so we'll have to get that. No oil over here. Fucking hell. But I tell you what, with the fall of Aachen and the realization that I've been playing the game wrong, I'm going to call this the end of the episode, and we're going to recommit and figure out how we're going to win this game in the next one. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!